Hello, yes, hi, and welcome to the Dark Knight Conspiracies, episode 36. Biden sworn in, abandoned ship. So we all got to live through the events of yesterday. I spent, I'd say, at least 10 to 12 hours watching videos, monitoring chat rooms, and, you know, what I feared happened has happened. We we have had our Red Sea moment. No sooner than Biden getting sworn in, patriots started abandoning ship, attacking one another, pointing fingers, blaming this host and that host. And again, I want to caution people, just take a step back. Blaming the 17 movement, and again, 17 is reference to the 7. When I say 17, I'm talking about the 17th letter of the alphabet. Oh, the military betrayed us. Trump betrayed us. 17 betrayed us. Well, all the people that are out there saying that and doing that, these are the people, in my opinion, that were sitting on their couches waiting for everybody else to handle everything for them. And to all these hosts out there, are there some bad actors out there in the alternative media? Absolutely. But there's also been some good ones that, at least what I do, I go for information. And then I try and research and vet it. To my knowledge, at least the ones that I listen to, and I'm going to name some names: SGT Report, X22, Mike Adams, even though, Mike seems to be coming around a little bit on as to the religious aspects of this, but he's been going back and forth on the fence, and that's his prerogative. Again, these are opinion shows. We do not claim that these are facts, I said before in a previous episode, I got into this fight because I wanted to do something. And in my view, what I wanted to do was get people to do their own research and make up their own mind. I do not want to have people listening to me thinking that everything I'm saying is gospel, because it's not. It's my opinion. That's why I call it the conspiracy show. I put theories out there. I put news articles out there and ask you to go and do your own research. But this vitriol, the last day and a half, it's unwarranted. These people didn't deserve this. They're not doing it for themselves. A lot of these guys aren't making any money doing this. They're doing this for a cause, for a movement. And that's what the 17 movement did when it was formed and created. Now, is it a psyop? Absolutely, 100%. The question is, who's it a psyop for? The good guys or the bad guys? And I can make arguments on both sides. From the good side point of view, it got people to do research and to dig, thus forming the digital soldiers. And it also unified a movement, a people. Now, on the dark side of things, the bad side, I can make the argument that it was a deep state psyop. What was the goal? To get everybody united so that they could identify and track us, so it would be easier to round us up. Possibility. I can also get into the spiritual side, which I have entertained with some people I've talked with, that some could say, in my opinion, I could make an argument that this was a product of the Antichrist. Just saying. So one thing it did do, regardless of who was orchestrating it, it brought people together. It united 74 million people for a common cause. Don't let that be destroyed. As I've said, you need to take the 48-hour rule. No matter how upset you were at Trump and watching Biden getting inaugurated, you need to take a step back for 48 hours. Watch what's floating around on news sites on the internet. Turn the TV off. You're not going to get anything, I'm sorry. You're not going to get anything off TV right now. And once you calm down and start thinking about other possibilities, you come to common sense thinking and logical conclusions. This is what they want, us divided. The board talked about that many times. They want us divided. Together we are strong. Regardless of who's behind it, this is where we need to be right now. Trump's gone. He's out of power. Theoretically. I don't believe it. I do believe he disbanded the U.S. corporation and he was inaugurated as the 19th president of the original Constitution in the United States before the Act of 1871. And again, previous episode, I gave you a link to read all about the Act of 1871 to show how the bankers and the deep state took control of this country. So I'm just asking people, calm down on the attacks. Stop blaming other people. You've only got yourself to blame. Because in my opinion, these people that are out there pointing fingers and blaming everybody else, these are the people that are the bandwagon supporters. It's great to be on that bandwagon when things are going good, but boy, when things go bad, everybody jumps off. And they want somebody to blame. No, blame yourself. You have your own mind. You have your own discernment. And if you're confused and you're not sure about something, I've said it before, take it to the Lord. Don't take it to anybody else. Don't look for anybody else to save you, because there's only one person with that power. Or one being with that power. So again, we're at our Red Sea moment. Everybody's turning against each other. And like I said in the previous episode, and now I'm going to fast forward to after they get by the Red Sea. And I've said before, they've watched all these miracles from God. Then they just witnessed the Red Sea parting to give them an escape. They get to the other side and they watch Pharaoh's armies get destroyed. So then Moses goes up to the mountain to return at some point. Nobody knows when. Nobody knows what he's doing up there other than, speaking to God. And as time goes on, the people start getting restless. He hasn't come down yet. Food is getting short. Water supplies are getting low. Then Dathan starts it all over again. We don't need Moses' God. We can have our own God. We'll build a golden calf. And then all the chaos starts. Everything that they, I should say, should have dreaded. The drinking, the partying, who knows what went on in those times. And I'll just say another Sodom and Gomorrah moment. And what happens when when Moses comes down? He is angry. Again, they lost faith in such a short period of time. And he tells the people, choose your sides. You are either with me or against me, referring to God. So the people chose sides. Most of the people came to Moses' side. The other people stayed with Dathan. And what did Moses do in God's anger? He cast judgment and threw the tablets at the golden calf, thus creating earthquakes, fire. The earth opened up and swallowed all these people into the pits of hell. This is where we're at, folks. This is not the time to turn against one another. This is not the time to turn against your fellow man, regardless of religion, creed, color, ethnic background. We are the United States of America. This nation was formed by immigrants. And we are fighting for our freedoms. So yes, you can sit there and blame Trump all you want. Again, I've said it. Trump was the vessel. God's driving the bus, and Jesus is riding shotgun. We are at a crucial point right now. And one way or the other, we're going to find out where this goes real quick. And the 17 board always said, trust the plan, trust the plan. Well, in reality, whose plan was it that they were telling you to trust? Were they telling you to trust Trump? They never specified. It just said trust the plan. What if the plan is God's plan? Again, faith is a fickle thing. Because it's easy to have faith when things are going good. Where it's tough to have faith is when things are going bad. And most people need to hit rock bottom before they accept the Lord. So I'll say it again, be patient. If you are concerned, do not worry, do not fear. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Repent. Ask Him what He needs and what He wants. Ask Him for knowledge, wisdom, and discernment. My guess is He'll answer you if you're listening. I can tell you that from personal experience. So we saw some strange things yesterday. And you can go back and look up the videos when the parade and motorcade was going down the street towards the White House. You started to see the National Guard troops turn their backs on the motorcade. I have never seen that before in my life. It's possible that they don't recognize Joe Biden as being the legitimate president. And Trump did say in his farewell speech, it's goodbye for now, and I will be back in some form. I thought that statement was a little odd for the fact that he used the word form. And again, I could go into some spiritual conspiracies as to what he meant by that. Logically, I would think he would just say, I would be back in some way or manner. I just thought it was an unusual choice of words, but the inclination is he's coming back. And if there's one thing you haven't learned about Trump, he keeps his promises. Even though some of you are out there going to say, well, he didn't keep his promise this time around. Well, okay. Again, faith, this stuff is like, and just like everybody is turning on Trump, just like the Republican Party turned on Trump, just like his supporters are turning on Trump. Everything's good and fine until things start going bad and not the way you want them to go. And it gets to be, I don't care what you did for me yesterday or last year or the year before. It's all about what you're doing now. This is where our mentality thinking has gone. That man did more for this country in his 4 years than any other president. And you're all willing to just throw that to the side. All because you didn't get your wish of another 4 years. Well, nobody said that wish hasn't come true yet. Let's wait and see how this plays out. And I'll remind you, inauguration's over. We're a day and a half afterwards. Not one single troop has left D.C. They haven't started tearing down those fences. Why? And none of these military people are going home. Monkey Works put up a short video today and showed there's no traffic going out of D.C. These troops are staying there. Well, what are they protecting against? There were no protesters. The threat's over. What are they worried about? Well, I'll take a famous scene from the original Magnificent Seven. When Eli Wallach's laughing at Yul Brenner and says, "Do you think these walls can keep me out?" And Yul Brenner laughed back at him and said, "No, they're not meant to keep you out. They're meant to keep you in." And I will leave you with that, my friends. Stay strong, stay safe, stay vigilant. Pray as you've never prayed before, and stay united. Hold the line. This is what God wants from us. Stay strong in your faith. Do not waver. And until next time, same bat channel,